Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Come on, set. 10 logo. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. All day, here. No. Hey, Sam on. Watch out. And ready.
They'll run on first down. Waters. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Second and 2. Now the hook up here to Allen Robinson. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Ready.
57's right. Hey, defense, let's go. Kill.
Be grip.
To throw on second down. Watt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
This is fielded at the 7. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Third and short yardage. Prescott letting one fly deep for Cooper. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
On 1st down, Watt. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they'll have to figure it out as this game moves on.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Elliott running right. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right in midfield at the 50.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Travis Homer, the former Miami Hurricane. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. It goes as a gain of 8, it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a 1st down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it... It's incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete. Brings up third down and 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He'll look to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's fourth down. And this one is right through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Carter, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Second and 6, just inside the 30.
Look at me. Door. Check. Pilot, 64, weak. 5. Shit. 5.
Off play action. Wow. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Set 50, plant. Staying situation, let's go. Leo. Go. Ready.
On first down, it's Waters. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
You won't see me in your... Hey, Wahoo! You won't see me in your... You're out! Twist! Get it!
Second and 10. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. Third and 10. Looking to throw. Watt. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
On the double.
951.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up.
Take go.
On second down, Elliott. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And the Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
At the 46-yard line.
Let's get it together.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. On 3rd down, Elliott. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Now Elliott. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Topper!
They'll run this with Homer. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. On 2nd down, it's Waters. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
You got it. And it's 3rd down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Check. Protein spill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Elliott. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man.
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
You draw perfect. Five.
Back to throw. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Looking to throw on second down. Watt. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
10-2 soft. 61. Matchbox light.
A first down carry by Elliott. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Intended for Kenny Galladay. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
Check me out. Check me out.
Go.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
To throw again. Watt. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Intended for Allen Robinson. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Econ, 132-2.
A final shot before break. Watt. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. This is Elliott. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. There's a nice move. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On second down now, it's Elliott, and he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. Hey, Foxtrot. Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, come on. Get it.
Back to throw here. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off Byron Jones. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Elliott. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
They go to Elliott again. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Back to throw. Watt. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Down.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown, and I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the
one
time we have to
positive.
leave the booth. I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
On second down, it's Elliott. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to have a third down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Check pass. Check pass.
Go, Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
Let's
Now.
go. Let's calm the crowd. We don't want this.
Hey. High 7. Now.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. Or maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6. Go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there. That'll bring up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
Sponge. No.
Let's go.
This is Homer. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Rip right.
Hey, Delta.
51.
Shoot.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
This fielded at the 2. Touchdown, Detroit! That kick return TD is 98 yards in length. And it's for pride now, but the Lions do get a bit closer. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Looking to throw. Watt, and he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now this one complete on the slant route. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all.
We want it. Come to my world. Shit. Hey, exit. Spike.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
The first down pass. Intended for number 86. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, let's go. Ready?
Here's Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Again, it's Elliott. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Back to throw. Watt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. On 3rd down, Watt. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, 0 pressure all the time in the world. He picks up the first down with that throw.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Buzz.
Looking to throw. Watt. Open man, he's got him. The tight end, Hockenson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We go. 60 Pittsburgh.
First down, Detroit.
They're not ready for this, man.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Let's go.
Complete to Kenny Golladay. 1st and goal, Detroit.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
On the ready.
Mike 54. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Motion. Block.
They'll look to throw again. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
On second down now, it's Waters. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. From the gun, Watt. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. So the Lion offense staying on the field as they're going to try for 2.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Watt. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's your biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now is dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
It's our time.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, wahoo! Go.
Again, it's Homer. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
Here's Ty Long now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
I got it.
On 1st and 10, Watt. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Throwing after the interception. Watt gonna let one fly for Robinson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 9.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
Here's Ty Long now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Come on, fellas.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Waters. And some room to roam now. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Watt. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Looking to throw. Watt shakes off the sack. Able to push his way through. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they close out this first half at a very solid 6-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions,